welcome back to my channel. I am 36 weeks pregnant today and I finally packed my hospital bag. I should have done this a long time ago, but I finally got it all packed. So I want to walk you through what's in my hospital bag. So my last pregnancy, I ended up having a C-section. This time around, I'm hoping to be able to have a successful VBAC, but I'm just planning for the worst. You know, I guess C-section isn't the worst, but I don't really want a C-section, and if I have to have another one, I guess whatever I have to do to get baby out safe. But there's a lot of things that I didn't pack with my last pregnancy that I know that I should pack this time around. So I wanted to walk you guys through what's in my hospital bag, and hopefully if you're having a baby or if you're having a C-section for the first time, hopefully some of these items will help you to know what you should bring to the hospital as well. So I'm a very simple person. I know a lot of people probably bring a lot of stuff with them to the hospital, but really, I mean, worst case scenario, if you didn't know you were having a baby and you went to the hospital and had a baby, the hospital has everything that you need, and that's whether you have a vaginal birth or a C-section. Last time when I had my C-section, it was scheduled, my baby was breached, I knew what day I was having my C-section, and I tried to do as much research as I could to know what I needed to bring, but there were still just a few things that would make it easier for my stay at the hospital if I would have brought it last time. So let's get into those things. I think I'm going to talk about what I wish I brought for a C-section, even though I am trying for VBAC, but we'll just get into the C-section stuff first. So one thing that I was not prepared for, I brought some pajamas last time and loungewear, and I also brought an outfit to go home in. But I always like wearing really tight clothing, at least I did until I had a C-section. So I literally brought tight leggings to go home in, and the leggings that I had, the seam ended up going right over my C-section incision. So this time around, I am bringing very loose clothing, very loose loungewear, and also a loose going home outfit. So I'll just show you what I'm bringing here. So for loungewear, having a C-section, I ended up wearing my hospital gown most of my stay just because, well, for the first like 24 hours, I couldn't even get out of bed. And you also have nurses coming to check in on your scar and just doing all the things to you. So I just didn't want to get up and change. It was just easier to stay in my hospital gown. But this time around, if I end up having a successful VBAC, I really would like to wear something a little bit cuter than a hospital gown. It's not the end of the world if you have to wear your hospital gown, but anyways, I have two really cute pairs of pajamas from Target. One is like a nightgown with buttons. I plan to breastfeed. I did breastfeed last time, so buttons are really good if you are planning to breastfeed. So just a cute little nightgown. And then the other one that I have is also from Target. This one's a two-piece. And this one this is a size up from what I usually wear when I'm not pregnant, which is, you can tell how big these look compared to how big I am. But this one's a two-piece pajama set. Both pajamas are really soft. Again, these have buttons, even though, you know, with a shirt, it's easier to just lift up and breastfeed if you do plan on breastfeeding. This one's a short sleeve, so super nice. But if you're gonna bring laundry, you just wanna be comfortable. I wanted to be kind of cute. I thought these were cute, so these are the two pairs of loungewear that I will be bringing. Again, might not even wear them, might just decide to stay in my hospital gown, but we will see. Next thing that I wish I brought for a C-section that I just didn't even think about beforehand, because you don't think about these things, is loose underwear. And this may be more for after your hospital stay, because the hospital will give you, you know, the stretchy underwear that looks like boy shorts and you just stick a big old pad in it. Whether you have a C-section or a vaginal birth, you will bleed. You will bleed vaginally. So, and I didn't know that going into my C-section. I don't know why I thought I wouldn't bleed, but you do. It's like a big period. Actually, come to think of it, I don't know if I will wear underwear a lot, but I know after my C-section, I did not have any like loose granny panties. That was something I actually had to have my husband go run out to the store and get me some loose granny panties, because all of my underwear was low rise and would sit right over where my C-section incision was. So anyways, this time around, I'm gonna bring some just to be prepared. After my C-section, I had my husband go out and buy me some adult diapers for the bleeding because I just didn't like the feeling of underwear and a pad. But I won't be bringing any of those to the hospital because the hospital already provides all of that. So the only thing that I'm going to bring just in case I decide to wear it on the way home is big granny panties. And they have to be high waist if you're going to have a C-section. You might not need high waist if you're not having a C-section, but I'm preparing for possibly having a repeat C-section. So next thing that I'm bringing is nursing bras, and not the cute ones, just my sleeper nursing bras. When you're at the hospital, you may have a little bit of leakage if you're nursing. Of course, this is if you're not nursing, this may not apply to you. But for me, I do plan on nursing, and leaving the hospital, I only had, I think I brought like a sports bra with me last time, and I just didn't realize what I would even need for nursing. You know, when you're leaving the hospital, it might take a while for you to get discharged. So I had put all my clothing on that I was ready to leave the hospital with, and then I think it ended up being still like two hours for the discharge process to happen. And in between that time, I needed to nurse. And so wearing a sports bra was totally not nursing friendly because it wasn't a nursing sports bra. So having an actual nursing bra on hand is super helpful. The other thing is, I did not nurse very well like the first day. I got really sore nipples, and so I ended up wearing like silicone nipple pads and putting on nipple cream. And when I was in my hospital gown, all of that, well, like the silicone nipple pads, they kind of stick to you, but if you get sweaty or if you're moving and shifting, they kind of slide down. So having just a really comfortable nursing bra like this, it will definitely help keep things in place if you do end up having to put anything on your nipples for breastfeeding. So that's what I'd recommend. I got these from Walmart. I think it was like, I don't know, 10 or 15 bucks for a pair of two. There's a lot of really great nursing bras that are comfortable also on Amazon. I can link some in the description below. But yeah, Walmart just got super cheap ones, and then we're good to go. Another thing that I am bringing this time around is my boppy pillow. I had this boppy pillow before I delivered my son. Someone had gotten this for us for our baby shower, but I watched a YouTube video and someone said, don't bring your boppy pillow. They have plenty of pillows at the hospital. But with having a C-section, I felt like it was really hard to situate the hospital pillows the way that I wanted to have my baby sit. And like when you have a C-section, it's really hard for you to engage your abs and like sit up or shift yourself. So if I had a boppy pillow that I could just, you know, throw over and then have my baby sitting comfortably, I wouldn't have to like adjust all of the pillows, because the pillows that they give you at the hospital are just regular, you know, rectangle pillows. I would have really appreciated having my boppy at the hospital with me. I used it like crazy when I got home and I was still recovering from my C-section. I think whether I have a C-section or a VBAC this time, the boppy pillow would be super helpful. So if you have a boppy pillow, I would recommend bringing it. Again, it's not necessary. You can always have nurses come in and help you. I found that it took like anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes for a nurse to come in after I had called them. I never had any emergencies, so, you know, I'm sure a nurse would come quicker if you had an emergency that you needed something to be helped with. But it was just, it would have been a lot nicer if I had my boppy. So I would recommend bringing that. So talking about nursing, there's a lot of stuff that the hospital gives you for nursing. So there's a lot of products that I would recommend for nursing just in general. And I will make a separate video about that, all of the nursing essentials. So make sure you click on that when I have that done. As far as the hospital goes, I'm not really bringing anything besides my nursing bras because they give you nipple cream, nipple shields, those silicone pads. I'm sure if you're leaking a lot, they have like the nursing pads that they can give you. They even have, I'm pretty sure they have pumps there too. If for some reason you need to pump instead of just regular nurse. But yeah, the hospital has everything. So I'm not even bringing anything nursing related except for my nursing bras because the hospital will give us everything that we need. So again, with last time I had a scheduled C-section because my baby was breached. I knew that I was going in for a big operation to get my baby out. This time around, trying for a VBAC, I will be bringing a wireless Bluetooth speaker because I want the option to play music in the room if I'm able to or if I want to. I don't know if I'll be wanting to, but I've heard a lot of people say that music really helps them get through their birth. So I just want to be prepared and bring this with in case I decide I want music. So this is just a Bose wireless Bluetooth speaker. I love this thing. I've had this, I think, 8 or 9 years at this point. It's been a while. I'm sure they have upgraded versions, but I love this. I still use this all the time. So definitely would recommend the Bose products. They're pretty good. All right, so back to loose clothing. Like I said, I did not have anything that loose to go home in. I think I went home in my pajamas because that was the loosest thing I had brought with me to the hospital. So this time around, I'm not getting pretty when I go home. I know a lot of people like a really cute going home outfit, but I am just gonna bring a pair of sweatpants. I didn't put them in my bag yet because I'm still wearing them, but I'm also gonna bring a pair of really loose shorts. My husband also bought these for me right after I had my C-section because I didn't have anything loose to wear. They're super ugly and I don't care. Again, I'm not going home in anything cute. I just want to be functional. I got these at Walmart for like $7. I don't know, I'm having a March baby, so I don't know if it's gonna be hot or cold up here in South Dakota. So I'll probably bring a pair of sweatpants and a pair of shorts, just depending on what I want. And then I'm bringing 2 t-shirts, one long sleeve and one short sleeve. So that's all I'm bringing for my going home outfit. Again, nothing fancy. I was so tired when I left the hospital after having my last baby. I didn't care what I looked like really. I think I put on a little bit of mascara and I brushed my teeth too. But I am not trying to overdo it. I'm a very simple person. So if you're watching this video and I don't know, sometimes I'm high maintenance, sometimes I'm simple. But I feel like with the birth situation, I'm just trying to be really simple this time. So you might decide to bring more and cuter clothes because you're like that, and that is okay. But for me, I'm just keeping it simple because I don't want to have to carry everything downstairs after having a baby. The next thing that I'm bringing that I did not have last time is slippers. I brought shoes, but I did not bring slippers. So you could go your whole hospital stay without leaving your room if you really wanted to. After having a baby, there's a lot of things that they want you to take your baby to the nursery for, and usually they offer to just have a nurse go wheel the baby over to the nursery and get their, first shots, get blood work done. And my husband and I decided that we were not going to leave our baby out of our sight at all when we were at the hospital. So there were a couple times when my husband was running home to let the dog out or running to get me food or something. And I was the one that walked down to the nursery to go watch our baby get stuff done. Well, they give you socks at the hospital to wear that have like grippers on them, so that's what I ended up walking around in. But I just felt like it was really gross because you're walking around the hospital in the socks and then you go lay in your bed, and it'd be really nice if I had slippers because then you could just slip it on and off and then you don't have to get your socks all dirty and then feel like all that gross stuff that's on the floor is now on your hospital bed. So I actually bought these slippers for my wedding 2 years ago. It was like a pair of, I think, 12. Technically they're like disposable slippers. You're only meant to use them a couple times and then throw them out, but they actually hold up for a while. So this is my last pair that I have left from the wedding, and so I just threw these into my hospital bag, and this is what I will be bringing to the hospital, and hopefully I don't have to walk around the hospital in socks this time. So, highly recommend bringing a pair of slippers. Couple things that I'm bringing for the baby. Okay, so my last baby was a summer baby, so it was really warm outside. We really didn't need like warm stuff to keep the baby warm when we were leaving the hospital because it was really hot outside. So the hospital actually gave us a onesie. They gave everyone a onesie. It said something like, "Hi, I'm new here." And I thought it was so cute, so we put our son in that when we brought him home. This time around though, I wanted to bring a couple of cute things. I don't know if it's gonna be cold outside. March weather in South Dakota is very unpredictable, so we could have a snowstorm or we could have 60-degree weather. There's probably no in between. I did bring I'm gonna bring 2 sleepers this time around, just in case we're gonna go out when it's cold. I know we could always throw a lot of blankets on, but I do want the baby to have a sleeper. I think that the hospital does provide sleepers if you need one. I'm pretty sure they gave us a sleeper just to put on our son, but like when we were at the hospital, but we didn't take it home with us. But I wanted to bring some cute sleepers. Also, when my son was born, we took like a picture when he was born and posted it on Facebook, but I didn't really have a cute outfit for him. So I don't know, these are a little bit cuter than just the hospital swaddle. So I figure maybe if we're going home and we put the baby in this, we could take a cute picture of that. We don't know if we're having a boy or a girl, so I'm keeping everything gender neutral. I know this maybe looks a little bit more boyish than girlish, but I really don't want to go out and buy all this girl stuff just for the hospital and then have a boy and then never be able to use all the girl stuff. I'm very simple. Like, I don't like spending money if I don't need to. I'm debating if I should go out and maybe buy a bow just in case we have a girl, and so I can put a cute little bow on when she's born. I don't know. I really feel like it's a girl. My symptoms have been so different this time around, so in my head I think it's a girl, but if I buy all this girl stuff to bring to the hospital and then it's a boy, I'm going to be disappointed that I bought that stuff. I won't be disappointed that it's a boy, but I'll just be disappointed that I spent money on girl stuff that I don't need. The other thing that I'm bringing, again, the hospital provides everything, so this is just more my personal preference. I want things to be a little bit cuter, more comfortable. So one thing that I will be bringing is a really soft swaddle. The hospital swaddles are kind of rough. They do fine. I didn't even bring a swaddle last time, and I didn't even put the onesie on my son until we were leaving the hospital. Like, I want to do all the skin to skin that I could. If we take a picture, I want it to be a little bit cuter than just in the hospital swaddle. So I have this adorable, it's copper pearl actually. I don't know if you've ever heard of that brand, but I love the copper pearl. All of their material is so soft and very durable too. And this we had actually gotten for our baby shower with my son. We didn't know that he was a boy, so a lot of stuff was gender neutral that we got. So I feel like this is a good gender neutral one, whether it's a boy or a girl. We can put this swaddle on and take a cute picture. I am going to bring 2 onesies. Again, I don't think I'm going to use the onesies until we leave, but I do want that option just to have them in case we need them. And again, gender neutral, just a plain white onesie, that's all. Okay, a couple things that I don't have in my bag yet. I know I said I finally packed my hospital bag, but there's a few things that I still need to add to it. The one thing that I wish I had last time that I did not even think to bring was snacks. The hospital food really was not that good. They do have snacks, but I mean, every time you need to get food, you have to call the nurse or the cafeteria, and it could take a couple minutes to up to maybe like a half an hour to get your food. And I didn't like the hospital food, and I try to eat gluten-free because I feel like my stomach gets really messed up when I eat wheat and different gluten products. So I do want to bring my own snacks this time just so I have them right next to me, and so if I get hungry, then I can just grab them and not have to wait on someone else in the hospital to come bring me food that's not very good. And then the last 2 things that I'm going to bring, one is a car seat. I feel like that goes without saying, but it's something that's easy to overlook. You need a car seat to bring your baby home in. And then the other thing that I didn't bring last time, I had it at my house, I just didn't bring it to the hospital. But I think I might bring my stroller this time. And the only reason is, when you're leaving the hospital, you don't really have, like, the nurses don't bring all your stuff downstairs for you. So keep in mind, whatever you bring to the hospital, you and whoever is with you is going to be responsible for bringing that back out to your car. So don't bring 5 suitcases expecting that nurses are going to bring all of your suitcases out to your car for you, because at least when I was at the hospital, that wasn't the case for me. So part of the reason I want to bring the stroller is because I have a lot of storage at the bottom of it, and my car seat clicks into the stroller really nicely, and then that way when my husband and I are leaving the hospital, he doesn't have to make a couple different trips to go down. We can just put everything in the storage of the stroller, wheel the baby out along with our stuff, and then we're good to go. We had a couple people when I was at the hospital get me flowers and little stuffed animals. Actually, this bear right here was what my mom and dad got for us, along with some flowers when my son was born. And you might get stuff like that. Like, if people know that you're having the baby, usually hospitals have a little gift shop that people can call in and order flowers and stuff to congratulate you. So even though I only brought, I think, a diaper bag and my hospital bag last time, then we had a couple of flowers and stuffed animals to bring home, along with some food that my husband had gotten. So I think he ended up making like 3 trips down to the car. And of course, where my room was, like, he had to walk pretty far to get all the way out to the car and then come back for another trip. So if I had my stroller handy, he could just bring the stroller up, we could load everyone and everything up, and then go bring it out. I do want to touch on diaper bag. Like I said, I brought my diaper bag with my last pregnancy and delivery. I don't think I'm even going to bring a diaper bag this time, because the hospital has all the diapers and wipes that you can need. They have diaper cream. It was honestly just an extra bag that we didn't use because we used all the stuff that the hospital gave us. And under the little bassinet the baby stayed in, there were like a couple drawers of all of this baby stuff. You can literally take all of that home with you too. So they have a package of, I don't know, Pampers was it? So you know, the package of Pampers that you use throughout your stay, you can take all of that home with you. So I'm not even gonna bring a diaper bag this time. The hospital even provided a pacifier. My son ended up not liking pacifiers at all, but the hospital had it. So again, the hospital provides a lot of stuff that you would need. And so anything that you bring is mainly just for your comfort and for your departure, really. That's all the stuff that you need to bring. And then another thing that I don't have in my bag yet, but something that I would definitely recommend bringing is just a little toiletry bag. Like I said, my first 24 hours or so after having the baby, I really didn't move much from my bed or try and get all prettied up or anything. The next day when I was actually up and walking, you know, I took a shower, I brushed my teeth, I did my hair, and I put on a little bit of makeup. So I do want to bring my makeup bag again and just some toiletries to freshen up while I'm at the hospital. I'm sure they probably do have like deodorant or toothbrush if you forget that or if you don't bring it. But I do just want a couple things to feel a little bit fresher. I haven't put it in my bag yet because I'm still using those things. Hopefully I don't have to just run to the hospital and then forget all of that, but I will be putting that back in my bag soon. So hopefully that was helpful. Like I said, I'm trying to keep it simple this time. You may decide to bring more or less, depending on your comfort level. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm really hoping that I can get my VBAC, but even if I have to have a repeat C-section, you know, I just want baby to be here safe. And I can't believe that I'm only 4 weeks out from having this baby. Maybe sooner, maybe later, I don't know. But it's crazy, we're in baby month, so I'm really excited. Thank you guys for watching. I'd love for you to comment below if there's anything that you wish you would have brought to your delivery. Maybe I missed something major that other people are like, you have to have this. But comment below, let me know what you're bringing in your hospital bag, and